Do you ever feel that life is hard for you? Hey ladies, have you ever thought about what life is like for a Sigma female? Get ready to find out. Today, we're exploring 10 lesser-known issues that these amazing women deal with every day. Sigma females face special challenges that aren't always noticed, so buckle up and come along as we reveal the hidden difficulties faced by Sigma females all over. And make sure to watch until the end. I guarantee it will touch you deeply. Let's get started, shall we? 1. Feeling completely wiped out after socializing. Sigma females aren't just introverts who need a little time alone after parties. They feel utterly drained, sometimes for days on end. Even enjoyable social gatherings can seem as tough as running a marathon without water. It's more than just being tired. It's a deep mental and emotional depletion. After events like a party, a business networking, or even family get-togethers, a Sigma female often has to withdraw into total solitude. It's not just about a few hours of quiet time. Sometimes they need days or even weeks to fully bounce back. The toll of social interactions can be so intense that it results in a sort of social hangover, making any further socializing feel incredibly overwhelming and exhausting. Consider Clara, a marketing consultant who is great at her job, but loathes the social aspects that come with it. After a client's cocktail party, she's completely spent. She can't just bounce back the next day. Instead, she ignores phone calls, skips social events, and cuts off contact with everyone, including her close friends, because the thought of more socializing is just too much to handle. This retreat is her way of coping, but it has a steep price: extended loneliness and feeling disconnected from others. For a Sigma female, this social exhaustion isn't just a small annoyance. It's a significant obstacle. The time they need to recover is essential, but often misunderstood. In a society that prizes being outgoing and always connected, Sigma females struggle to manage their need for alone time without being judged. They aren't being overly dramatic or difficult. They have a real need for solitude that most people find hard to grasp. 2. The challenge of finding kindred spirits. For Sigma females, forging true connections is like looking for a needle in a haystack. They aren't just in search of friends. They're in search of individuals who truly understand them on a profound level. Unfortunately, such people are rare. Sigma females often feel as though they operate on a completely different frequency from everyone else. They have no interest in idle chit-chat or surface-level interactions. Discussions about mundane topics, like the weather, the latest gossip, or reality TV shows, fail to engage them and can even be tiresome. Instead, they yearn for conversations that are rich and intellectually stimulating, which are not easily found. Typical social interactions can seem like an endless cycle of dull formalities, leading to very small social circles for Sigma females. While many people have numerous acquaintances, Sigma females might only have a few individuals they consider true friends. Even sustaining these relationships can be difficult, as their friends may not fully grasp their need for both solitude and meaningful connections. As comedian George Carlin once said, "I converse with myself because I'm the sole authority whose responses I trust." The rarity of genuine connections often results in persistent loneliness. It's not that Sigma females prefer to be alone, it's that they find it pointless to spend time with people who don't truly understand them. This type of loneliness isn't about being physically alone. It's about feeling isolated in a crowd, disconnected because no one truly resonates with them. In a society that favors a high quantity of relationships over their quality, Sigma females constantly seek depth. They're not just looking for friends, they're searching for soulmates, individuals who share their unique perspectives on life. Until they find these rare souls, they will continue to feel like outsiders in a world filled with mediocrity. 3. Handling the image of being enigmatic. The challenge of appearing mysterious can be a mixed blessing for Sigma females. While a mysterious demeanor may make them seem intriguing, it often draws a lot of unwanted attention and guesswork. People are naturally drawn to the unknown, and Sigma females, with their reserved nature and inscrutable presence, frequently find themselves scrutinized and questioned. Their reluctance to open up and share personal details invites even more curiosity, fueling a relentless cycle of speculation. This ongoing intrigue can be tiring. Sigma females are not intentionally trying to cultivate a mysterious image. They simply prefer to keep their personal lives private. They cherish their privacy and see no reason to share every aspect of their existence publicly. However, to others, this reticence might appear as a puzzle that begs to be solved. It's like being the one person at a gathering who didn't contribute a dish. Everyone is curious about your absence of sharing, even though you're just there to enjoy the event quietly. As Oscar Wilde pointedly observed, "Too much sincerity can be perilous, and an abundance of it can be utterly catastrophic." The drawback of this perceived mysteriousness is that people often fill the void with their own narratives, leading to potential misunderstandings and false impressions. Sigma females may be perceived as distant, unfriendly, or even arrogant, whereas they are simply private people who prefer to maintain a low profile. 4. Often misunderstood intentions. Sigma females frequently face the problem of having their intentions misread. They speak in a clear and no-nonsense manner, yet this often leads to misunderstandings. Instead of being recognized for their straightforward approach, others might see them as detached, uninterested, or even impolite. Sigma females are honest and don't dress up their words, which some people find refreshing while others find it unsettling. They avoid adding unnecessary details to their conversations, which sometimes makes others unsure about what they really mean. This often results in a lot of misinterpretations. These misunderstandings can create uncomfortable or strained situations because people may perceive Sigma females as cold or dismissive. In truth, they are simply being forthright and direct. They don't believe in padding their language with pleasantries, which can be misinterpreted as a lack of care or interest. It's similar to sending a text message that just says K and having the other person think you are angry. As George Bernard Shaw humorously noted, the most significant issue in communication is the false belief that it has occurred. These frequent misunderstandings can be quite exasperating. Sigma females often find themselves needing to clarify or justify their directness more than they would like. It's exhausting to continually reassure others that they are not angry, upset, or disinterested. They simply prefer to get straight to the point. 5. Managing personal and work life. For Sigma females, finding a balance between personal life and career feels like walking a tightrope without any net below. They cherish their independence and self-rule, but often face a tough battle between their job responsibilities and their quest for a satisfying personal life. On one side, they are determined and goal-oriented, eager to excel in their careers. On the other side, they yearn for time to indulge in their interests, hobbies, and relationships. Striking the right balance often seems as challenging as juggling fire sticks while balancing on a unicycle. It's a delicate task that demands continuous attention and expertise. Sigma females might experience guilt for not giving ample time to either their personal or professional life. They may succeed at work, but find it hard to keep up meaningful personal connections. Alternatively, they may give priority to personal interests and feel they are lagging behind in their career objectives. It's akin to trying to keep a plant healthy while being swamped at a demanding job. Eventually, something might start to fade. As the comedian Lily Tomlin humorously put it, the challenge with the pursuit of success is that even in victory, one remains a participant in a relentless competition. The drive to excel in both spheres can be daunting, especially when societal norms suggest that women should seamlessly juggle careers and family life. Sigma females often feel as though they're not meeting these high standards, perpetually falling short of what is expected of them. In essence, managing both personal and professional commitments is a continual battle for Sigma females. They are torn between their ambitions at work and their wishes for personal happiness. Achieving a balance between these often feels nearly unattainable. It's not about reaching perfection. It's about managing the chaos with elegance and humor, accepting that sometimes letting some balls drop is just part of the performance. 6. Privacy seen as paranoia. For Sigma females, it's essential to have clear privacy boundaries, but often others view this as paranoia or being unsociable. They cherish their personal space and require alone time to refresh themselves, yet this desire for privacy is frequently seen in a negative light. When Sigma females express their need for time by themselves, they may face questions like, "Why are you being so private?" or "What is it that you don't want to share?" It seems as though their wish for personal space is wrongly seen as suspicious. This misunderstanding is not only annoying, but also deeply frustrating, because it shows a lack of understanding of their true character. Sigma females aren't concealing anything harmful. They simply prefer not to have every part of their lives under observation. They feel that not everything in their lives needs to be open to everyone, preferring to keep certain aspects to themselves. Yet, society often interprets this as strange or even impolite. To add a bit of humor, it's like being suspected of being a spy just because you choose not to share your Netflix password. As J.D. Salinger, a famously private person, once said, "I'm like a reverse paranoia. I think people are conspiring to bring me joy." Their need for privacy is about protecting themselves and ensuring their mental health, not about excluding others. Sigma females set these limits to stay effective and sane. They don't need to be on all the time, nor do they feel the need to explain or defend their need for solitude to others. 7. Resisting old-fashioned standards. Sigma females don't like old rules and ways society expects them to behave. It's like trying to fit a triangle block into a circle hole for them. They aren't just being contrary. They recognize the silliness of sticking to traditions that have lost their relevance. Consider the typical 9-to-5 workday. It's a leftover from a bygone era, but it remains common. Sigma females flourish with flexibility and independence, so being stuck at a desk for fixed hours feels like being trapped. This is also true for other outdated societal expectations, such as the belief that women should put marriage and children before their own goals. For Sigma females, this idea is more humorous and annoying than anything else. They also have issues with unnecessary social rules, like the expectation to always be available and quick to respond. Sigma females cherish their alone time and need periods to recharge, so they're not going to reply to your messages right away or agree to last-minute plans just because it's expected. It's almost comical, like being told to wear a corset when yoga pants exist. Why squeeze into something uncomfortable when there's a better, more relaxed option available? As Mark Twain put it, when you realize you're in line with the majority, it's a cue to stop and contemplate. Their resistance to outdated norms isn't about being troublesome, it's about searching for a life that feels right. Sigma females question everything, particularly rules that seem pointless. They're not interested in following a well-worn path. They prefer to forge their own, even if it means bumping heads with conventional views. In short, Sigma females consistently resist old norms because they recognize them as needless limitations. They boldly challenge these outdated ideas, opting to live life on their terms. It's not about rebellion, it's simply logical. 8. Often misinterpreted self-sufficiency. Sigma females are frequently misunderstood regarding their independence. They highly prize self-reliance and freedom, yet others might see them as distant or hard to reach. It's not that Sigma females don't appreciate relationships or connections. They just don't rely on them to validate their self-esteem. This misinterpretation can cause them to feel socially isolated or set apart. Sigma females might be seen as loners or hermits, when in truth, they just favor quiet time over shallow exchanges. As comedian W.C. Fields humorously stated, "I hold no biases. My dislike extends to everyone equally." It's akin to being labeled a recluse simply because you prefer watching shows on Netflix alone on a Friday night rather than going to a bustling party. Sigma females follow their unique rhythm, and although their independent nature may be misread, they embrace it fully. Essentially, Sigma females are not unsociable. They are just thoughtful about where they spend their time and effort. Their independence is a pillar of strength, not a flaw, and those who really get to know them recognize that their self-governance is what makes them genuinely remarkable. 9. Dealing with frequent underestimation. Sigma females often face the challenge of being underestimated due to their unique disposition and quiet demeanor. In professional environments or within their social circles, they may not always be seen as the leaders or the go-getters because they do not fit the conventional image of an outspoken or dominant personality. However, this perception doesn't reflect their true capabilities. Sigma females possess a quiet confidence and an inner strength that may not always be outwardly visible. They are strategic thinkers and keen observers, qualities that often lead to profound insights and innovative solutions in challenging situations. Despite their significant contributions, their reserved nature can lead them to be overlooked in favor of more vocally assertive individuals. This underestimation can hinder their progress and access to opportunities that they are well suited for. It's like being a silent chess master in a room full of loud players. The depth of their skill is often recognized only by those who take the time to observe their moves closely. 10. Navigating deep emotional currents. Sigma females experience a rich and intense emotional life that is both a gift and a challenge. Their capacity to feel deeply extends to every aspect of their lives, allowing them to form strong bonds and experience profound joys. However, this depth of emotion also means that they feel life's lows with equal intensity. Whether it's a casual remark that cuts deeper than intended or a minor setback that feels overwhelming, Sigma females process these emotions on a deeper level than most. This can be puzzling for others who might perceive their reactions as disproportionate or confusing. For the Sigma female, every emotional experience is like diving into a deep ocean, beautiful and expansive, but also daunting in its depths. Managing these emotions requires not only personal resilience, but also a supportive environment where their feelings are understood and respected. Their emotional depth is not a hurdle. Rather, it's a powerful aspect of their character that enables them to navigate life with genuine empathy and understanding, though it demands careful management to prevent it from becoming overwhelming. In summary, the often misinterpreted independence of Sigma females should not be seen as a defect, but rather as a strength to be appreciated. While it might be difficult for some to understand their desire for autonomy, Sigma females confidently and resolutely carve their own paths. Therefore, we should cherish and respect their independence, recognizing it as the quality that truly distinguishes them. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for our next video. As always, until next time.